Hi, I'm Kyle Yurkovich. I'm a fuels technician. I'm a Uinta-Wasatch Cache National Forest, and I work here on the Heber-Kamas Ranger District. For those of you that are familiar with the western Uintas, we're looking down into Highway 150, Mirror Lake Highway, which runs along the Provo River. And what we're standing in the middle of is a fuel break that contractors have constructed for us. It's 150 feet on either side of a road, and they've gone through, cut a bunch of small diameter conifer, standing dead, and cleaned up dead material that was on the forest floor, and they've built it into burn piles, which U.S. Forest Service personnel will burn this fall or winter with the aid of some moisture. Now, we are constructing these fuel breaks so that we are giving ourselves a tool in the toolbox for fire management strategies into the future. So in the event of a wildfire in these areas, we now have a fire line where we can engage the fire and fight it on our own terms, provide for firefighter safety, and try to help limit some of the negative impacts from a fire on the landscape by being able to burn off these lines, or if we use them as control features for prescribed fire in the future, as we introduce fire back onto the landscape to play its natural role, we now have these great fuel breaks to use to get fire back into these stands, reduce some of the conifer encroachment of the aspen, and improve the health and vitality of these forests, and try to improve the value of the habitat. So this project is part of the Upper Provo River Watershed Restoration Project, and essentially what we're doing is trying to break up the fuel continuity across the landscape. So if you imagine these watersheds having lots and lots of fuel loading, that is woody debris, dead and down, overstocked stands that are potentially not in a healthy condition. If we get a fire in these areas, we can have high intensity and high severity fire effects, which then has a negative impact on the watershed, water quality and quantity. And so really these projects are all focused on trying to maintain these watersheds, increase their resiliency, and basically grow better habitat for animals and create a better user experience for the public.